Nice to have you with us again for another segment. We'll be touching on something that is relative and resonates with everybody, and this is the issue of being busy and having a timetable and a schedule. Being busy nowadays is something very, very common, especially for those who are seeking to achieve and seeking to be entrepreneurs or business people, businessmen and women, sports people, and the likes. So, although we are living in an age where it's communications is very, very, very easy. It's very common. We can communicate to anywhere, wherever you are. We can always look in and find out what's happening, whether it's social media, phones or whatever it is, the internet of some sort, and you can know what's going on and make some kind of type of contact with someone at a distance. So easily these days we keep in touch with, or we find out what Arnold Schwarzenegger is doing, even on the other side, all the way in the US, or Yara. Yara is a Lebanese, entertainer who's in the Emirates, for example, or so on. And transport these days is also something that is very, very easy and common, and it's the best it's ever been. Both transport and communication are the best it's ever been for us. But nevertheless, being busy is still common. It resonates with everybody, every single one of us, especially those who are struggling or striving to achieve and to accomplish something that is very, very good in the business world or in the sports world alike. And and even here where I am, it's a similar situation. Again, it's something that is common here, although we've got the best of the best here, and it's all good, and everything is at hand's reach, so to speak. But still, this is something that we all need to look into, and we are all busy one way or another, whether it's the kids, whether it's the sport, whether it's we have to go, or it's an appointment, or I'm late, or we've got to hurry and quickly, and I wasn't there. Although everything's at hand's reach, but we're still busy in one way or another. So always, putting in a schedule. This is something that is very, very good. Something that is very, very appropriate right now for those who haven't got a schedule is to put in a schedule, put in a routine. Some people don't work with a routine, but others, a routine will help them because it'll save you time and it will help you put in the things that you're missing. From the early mornings, like even myself, from the early mornings, before the sunrise, and you get yourself ready, and then you may go do some sport, for example, put that quickly early in the morning, whatever it is you're doing, you're rugging, or you're jogging, or you're running, or you're surfing, or I'm in a sunshine state here, so there's waters, you can go for a jog, you can play boxing. For anyone who wants to box, those who favour boxing and would like to have a good boxing match, let them come over here. Also in the sunshine state here, Brisbane. We're always open, and there's a lot of competitors here ready to go. But similarly, other driving sports, riding sports, surf sports, and so on. But being something active, fit that into your schedule. You have to fit it into your schedule. Find the time and you put it in, and you're able to put this into it. Others don't know or don't work with a routine, but they get away with it, which is fine. But those who are packing on the work, and the work is, just slowly packing on and packing on, then therefore putting in a schedule, and they're starting to forget, because we all forget. This is normal. And the more you're stacking on, especially if you're beginning off, like even like myself, you're beginning off, you're stacking on, then you're still stacking on, and you're building yourself. So you're still putting on things, and you're up for forgetfulness, which is normal. A schedule or a routine of some sort, or a timetable, even if it's not routine, but at least some type of a timetable that will help you get onto what needs to be done. So don't shy away from putting in a timetable if you have to put in a timetable, or some kind of schedule to fit in the kids. We all have kids. If you haven't got any, you're going to have some at some stage. You got to drop them. You got to pick them. They've got this. This one's got sport. This one's got an appointment. This one's doing this. You've got to fit in your own timetables. You've got to fit in your own health, your well-being, your own sport. People got to eat. This one's got special attention of some sort. Of whatever it is, and the list goes on. And work, and people are calling, and we have to meet this deadline. And the list goes on and on and on and on. Therefore, don't feel reluctant to put in a schedule. Put in a schedule, open the way, and then that way you can fit in everything from early morning all the way to the evening, till dinner, to putting in the kids or going to sleep. Even you can all have that all done, and you won't forget, and you will include everything without forgetfulness or just leaving it off. And this is for the early stages, and for those who have actually accomplished something. You'll find that this is earlier on. People that are still building themselves, they're going to be sort of busy in this way. But others who actually accomplished and have passed this stage of entrepreneurship or sportsmanship, then they can limit all this. They'll probably won't need a timetable or a schedule or anything like this. Why? They've got people in place. The factory, it's got a manager. the manufacturing thing, Ford or whatever it is, BMW, they've got people in place and, expertise, and they've got them there looking after it. You've got accounts, you've got, accounts payable or accounts receivable, you've got the accountants, you've got, the engineers or whatever it is. They've got this. It's all there. Or the practice or the accounting firm or the law firm. There's someone there to look after it, and they can take that little step back and just overlook everything, and they can fit in their own lives. But those who are still in the middle or starting off, like ourselves, then this is something that we need to put in while we're still stacking it on. Because time is everything. Time is, you don't give up your time. Time is what's going to build you. You need your time. It's precious. Okay? So look after your time. And you have to put in these things into your life. Your health is precious too. Your kids, your family life, your lifestyle, and so on. You've got to fit these in. So if you're not a person that does this, but you're forgetting or you're slipping out, don't feel, reluctant, or don't shy off from putting in like a timetable or a schedule, or work off a routine. Work off a routine. You can have something there, and then you can fit everything in without forgetting anything, and that's your whole day and your whole week all done for you, all in one pack. And this is how one way you'll accomplish, because time, you don't want to lose time. Okay, we say you don't lose money, but you don't want to lose time either, because they go hand in hand at the end of the day, and it's going to slow you down. Because instead of doing this, you could have done that, and sometimes you need to do this before you do that. It happens with me. It's happening with me now currently. So sometimes you need to do this, but before you do this, you have to do this. Okay, so you've got to go do something before something, and this is how it works. And this is life, and especially if there's a system or some kind of a thing that needs to be followed, or some kind of protocol, then you have to follow that. But for those who are falling off, the edge, and they're slipping and sliding, or they're forgetting and dropping things, and they're becoming a little bit clumsy, it's okay. But you can put in some kind of routine or some kind of schedule thing, or some kind of a timetable that will fit in everything for you, and you have these reminders and these things there waiting for you. And we've got these gadgets. Communication, like I said, it's easy. You've got gadgets, you've got reminders all day and all night. And there we have transportation as well, is also pretty easy and reasonable wherever you are. At least to say this reasonable, at least wherever you are. And this can also help and assist. So with communication and transport, you can speak to others and communicate, and we can work something out to fit in everything and your times and your days and what is needed to accomplish. So don't be worried, or don't be reluctant to be doing this. Be sure to put it in and move forward. We've got to do a whole heap. This is for the achiever. This is for the person who is serious. Others will say, don't worry. Others say, I don't care. But at the end of the day, if you're going to lose out, then you should care. You're going to come back and start looking at everything seriously again, and start accounting for every single time, every single day that went past, and all those, all those moments that are precious moments that you could have used them wisely. Okay, or at least you couldn't have forgotten, or you could have fit everything in your very, very day. Okay, I'll leave it here for the moment. We'll touch you soon. We are still around, and we're also working on our own things. I hope you are too, and I hopefully this can be some kind of some kind of benefit to you as well. We'll touch with you soon. Take care.